He tied his running shoes, put in his earbuds, and went jogging on the trail. But he wasn't alone.
And he said, "These guys are here."
From out of nowhere, evil emerged from the desert shadows.
"These guys are following me."
Beaten and strangled.
He was so scared and so frantic.
His body dumped by the side of the road.
Who would want Josh Dufort killed?
Was Josh Dufort the victim of a random attack? Or was Josh worth more dead than alive?
It's too many coincidences.
Police haven't solved the case, but someone in the Vegas area may know what happened to Josh Dufort. Josh grew up in the small town of Dansville, Michigan. He packed up and left for the bright lights of Las Vegas to become an actor.
Hi, my name is Joshua Allen Dufort.
Josh met his close friend, Nicholas Gaetanos, in acting class.
Josh was a really, really great and passionate guy. He was always there for his friends.
And the girl who worked at the local bakery was smitten, so much so that Shannon Lutz fell in love and moved in with Josh.
We were very quickly completely inseparable. Our lives fused together. I moved out of the house, moved in with him, and we were together 24/7.
But there was something else that ignited Josh's passions. Josh became fast friends with a lightweight champion named Don Juan Futrell. Yes, that's his name, Don Juan.
He came in and was a sort of mentor and helpful wing for Josh, and was seemingly a really great influence. From what Josh thought of him, he saw someone who was like a big brother and was trying to help him, but it would never pan out. They would be supposed to have lunch, supposed to work out together, supposed to have a little meeting, talk about their goals, and Don Juan would cancel on him.
One of those goals, Shannon says, was to make bank selling t-shirts on the Vegas Strip.
They just one day had an idea putting clever or cool looking designs on t-shirts. Don Juan said, "Okay, come over, jog over, we're gonna work out, and then we're gonna talk about this t-shirt business." And they never got to speak about it.
Josh's acting coach, Sherry Flattery, says she got suspicious one night when Josh told her that he was going to jog over to Don Juan's house, nestled in a gated community on a golf course.
I think we pecked each other aggressively on the cheek, and it was a "see you later," and that was the last we spoke.
Shortly after, Shannon says on the way to Don Juan's, Josh left her a terrifying voicemail.
And he said, "These guys are here. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get into the gate. They're following me." He's on the corner of Eastern and Pecos Ridge, and that he's just frantic, and he's like, "You need to come get me right now. These guys are following me." And he repeats it several times, and then the phone cuts out.
But who were they? Henderson, Nevada police say Josh was attacked. His lifeless body discovered at sunrise the next morning.
It's a jogger who basically finds Josh Dufort on the side of this road, beaten and strangled to death. He may have died that morning or the night before.
As detectives retrace Josh's last steps and talk to his friends, the trail leads them in a direction no one saw coming. Las Vegas, a sunny place that can attract shady people. But Josh Dufort wasn't one of them. So says his girlfriend, Shannon Lutz.
He was everybody's hero. Josh is indestructible.
But sometimes an indestructible hero can fall victim to evil. Josh was beaten, strangled, murdered, his body dumped beside the road in the Las Vegas suburb of Henderson.
I stood by the casket almost the entire time, just looking at him. I just didn't want him to go away. There is not a day that's gone by that I don't think about him, that I don't miss his smile and his jokes.
Josh's close friend Nicholas Gaetanos wonders, why would anyone want to kill this aspiring actor with a baby face?
What could the motive possibly be to kill this guy?
The motive could be money. A lot of it. Apparently, Josh was well insured with what he thought was a health insurance policy. Turns out it was life insurance worth a whopping $1.75 million. And who paid for it? his mentor and friend, boxer Don Juan Futrell, who also named himself the beneficiary.
That's some freaky stuff. It really is.
Josh's acting coach, Sherry Flattery, thought the whole thing was odd.
I just thought it was very odd for somebody who only knew Josh for less than 8 months. I thought that was a bit strange.
The day after Josh's body was found on this busy road, cops searched Don Juan's house. In the search warrant, it says they seized miscellaneous life insurance paperwork. Back during the initial investigation, Henderson police said Don Juan was in their sights.
Don Juan Futrell is still considered our prime suspect in this open case.
The two insurance companies denied Don Juan's claim for the payout. One company took him to federal court and he countersued, and a shocker was revealed in court papers.
On the application, there's a bizarre twist. Josh Dufort and Don Juan are listed as domestic partners, but neither one was in a relationship with the other one, aside from a friendship.
In the deposition, an attorney asked Don Juan to explain. If I say the words domestic partner, what does that mean to you? Domestic partner mean like married or something, I don't know. Do you think domestic partners would be gay or straight? I think if you live together, it's domestic. Okay, even if it's not romantic, yes. Whoever filled out the application claimed that Josh made $180,000 selling t-shirts for the company that he and Don Juan co-owned.
Josh didn't have any money. And I hung out with him a lot. Nowhere close.
I believe he'd made a total of $16,000 for his entire salary for the year. We pinched pennies like crazy.
And the story about two boxers takes another wild left hook. It may be Josh's signature on the policy, but the voice on the mysterious audio interview with the insurance company apparently doesn't sound like Josh. So if it's not Josh, who is it? Believe it or not, Don Juan says it sounds like his own brother. We attempted to hear from Don Juan and asked him to sit down for an interview, but each time he picked up the phone, he quickly hung up. Even though court documents show Don Juan's brother allegedly was an imposter posing as Josh, cops have never charged Don Juan in connection with the killing. Legal expert Amy Dash explains why that may be.
Proving that someone submitted or played a role in a fake insurance application doesn't amount to charging someone with murder. So in order to arrest somebody and charge them with murder, you really need direct evidence connecting that person to the crime that was committed. So either that means that the police do not have sufficient evidence to connect Don Juan Futrell to Josh Dufort's murder, or it means that that evidence just doesn't exist.
This past November marked 14 years since Josh's untimely death, and all that Shannon has left is this box.
This is my Josh box. I guard it with my life. It's all that I have left of him.
Shannon kept everything, Josh's doodles, movie tickets, even the t-shirt he wore the last day they spent together.
Feels like yesterday and it feels like forever ago at the same time.
For Shannon, yesterday doesn't seem so far away. Her dream of spending forever with the love of her life was snuffed out on that dark day in the city where the neon lights never stop blinking.
I think we could have and would have been together forever. And that's my whole course of life is different without him, and the world is missing out by not having him in it.